Clint Buchanan?
Brought Ray Montez here to take you away from Dorian. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
How do you know this?
I saw the two of them talking at Nora's house, shaking hands. All right, he was thanking Ray for a job well done. And then Ray says he's glad it's finally over, and then Clint says it's not over yet.
Oh, then what?
Then Clint sees me.
Well, what did he say to you?
Well, first he tries to lay this crap line on me. He introduces me to Ray as his business associate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, then I tell him that I know that he's your uncle. So he gets rid of Ray pretty quick.
I'll bet he did.
And he tells me he wants to talk to me, you know, man to man. Tells me that your Aunt Dorian stole away his legacy away from his father. Pretty much tells me that he's trying to get back at her.
Oh, my God.
And then he tries to scare me into not saying anything.
How?
You like living here, don't you, son?
No, he threatened to kick you out?
I don't care. I don't care what he does to me. I just care about what he's doing to Langston.
You might not have to go to Columbia after all. We finally got something on your Uncle Ray.
I'm thirsty. I want some water. Do you hear me? Bottled water.
Your 9 o'clock's here.
Thank you. Show him in.
Dr. Lord.
Mr. McNaughton. Thank you very much for coming so quickly.
Well, your sister Addie's got brass ones.
I never noticed.
And I would have come regardless. R.J. Gannon always said that you were one of his favorite broads.
How very nice to hear.
So, what can I do for you?
You can get me the hell out of here.
Shane! Has anybody seen a little boy? Shane!
I'll talk to security.
He was right here when they brought Rex out. I don't know. Brodie. Oh my God, Brodie. Brodie took him.
Gigi, Brodie's behind bars.
For sure?
For sure. Look, hey, don't panic, okay? I'm sure Shane just wandered off somewhere, maybe to the restroom or something, but I know he's fine. Okay, I'll be right back.
Where are you, Shane? Where are you, baby?
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for Lieutenant Lovett. Can you please tell me where he is?
You alone? Where are your parents?
Look, I just want to see...
Sergeant Lango, can you confirm that a vet opened fire on Lantano Mountain?
Who was the victim?
Anyone local?
I can't comment on that, guys.
Well, we hear a kid was involved and someone's dead.
I don't know anything about this.
You must have some information. What can you tell us, please?
Is there somebody who knows more than you?
I saved you. You know that? I saved your life.
Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Want to see that? I'm sorry it was too cloudy tonight to see the first star. But it was there. Your daddy's watching over us. So say goodnight, Daddy. Kiss everybody. Your daddy loved you so much. And we are going to miss him and remember him every day for the rest of our lives. I'm going to make sure you have a great life. You and your new baby brother or sister. That's what your dad would have wanted for us. I miss him. I wish he was here to kiss you goodnight. I wish that he was able to meet your new brother or sister. But he's not. Thanks to Aunt Natalie, she took care of that. So, Say goodnight to Aunt Natalie. Pleasant dreams, Aunt Natalie. Good night.
Buchanan really set this up, why would he let you come over here and tell us about it?
Well, what else was he going to do, lock Cole in his room?
Tell me again what he said. Did he actually admit that this whole thing was about getting back at Dorian?
Well, no, he talked around why Ray was here. He started talking about my dad.
Your dad? Does your father have anything to do with this?
He said that I wouldn't like it if someone took away from my dad. That's something he worked for his whole life. He compared it to my wanting to keep the baby.
Whoa.
Yeah, then he tried using the whole, Nora and I have been good to you, right?
Talk about blackmail.
Yeah, it gets worse. He said he likes to reward loyalty. So if I kept quiet about this, I would have a future with the family.
Never knew that Clint could be so grimy.
He's really into it, Langston. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Clint to have made the whole thing up.
Made it up? What are you talking about?
I'm saying that Ray may not even be your uncle.
Look, Ray. It's Uncle Jared.
What was that about?
What? What was what about?
Just now, it sounded like you were talking to Natalie.
Well, yeah, that. Brie and I say goodnight to everyone we love. Every night, no matter where they are. We say goodnight to Grandma, don't we? And Uncle Kevin, and Uncle Joey, and Aunt Natalie. Anyways, I should get this little munchkin to bed. Leave this here, huh? Oh, let's go, come on. Oh. Take care. Okay.
Jared, you've got to put this together. You saw how creepy and weird she was acting. You've got to see it. You're going to talk to Tess.
He is not here. I have looked everywhere.
Security hasn't seen him. I called in a report to the station.
Oh, maybe he went home.
No, Gigi, you stay with Balsam, okay? I'll find Shane.
Okay.
I could make up for what I did to you. I mean, it doesn't matter, does it? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I shot you.
Dad.
I didn't mean to do it.
Dad, you didn't shoot me. I'm right here. Dad, I'm fine. Dad.
No, Shane is my responsibility.
He's Balsam's son. Yeah, I'm no good at just standing around here waiting, but I am good at finding missing kids. That's the least I can do for Balsam while he's fighting for his life. So let me find Shane. You know, you were the last thing that Balsam saw before they took him to the OR, and I think you should be the first thing that he sees when he comes back. That's what's going to keep him alive. Hey, you hear me? You okay?
I'll be okay. You find Shane.
Hey, you're still here.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you hadn't heard anything from Natalie.
No. And frankly, it's pissing me off.
What?
Well,
You know, I have to take care of Bree, I have to take care of myself, I have to take care of this house, and she's just gone. Doesn't that bother you?
It worries me, okay? It's not like her. And well, I just wish I could tell her how much I miss her.
Well, you know, I'm sure wherever she is, she knows that.
Stop it, you bitch.
You know, I just understand how my sister could stay gone from you. She knows that you need her. I mean, here is this amazing guy, and she dumps you the second you make a really big mistake.
It's a little harsh, don't you think?
No, you gave up everything to be with her, and she doesn't have the courage to face things with you now.
Well, maybe she can't take you reminding her 500 times a day how miserable you are.
I'm sorry if I talk about Ash too much.
I just don't want you putting Natalie down.
I just can't help it, Jared. I have lost the love of my life, and Natalie still has hers, and she's blowing you off.
That's not what she's doing.
Well, come on. You know, she's gone. She hasn't told any of us where she went. She obviously doesn't want any of us to find her, and I can't help wondering.
What?
Well,
If she really did love you, why did she leave?
Okay, Clint Buchanan might have set this whole thing in motion, but Ray Montez is definitely my uncle.
But why are you so sure?
He showed the judge all sorts of ID in court.
It could all be fake, Langston.
And he told me stories about my mom that I know were true, and he gave me this necklace, and he had that photo of him and my mom. What? Why are you all looking at me like that?
Lang, all that stuff, it could be faked. I mean, your Uncle Ray could be working you.
No!
Okay, Langston, look. Okay, he may be your real uncle, but I got a real sleazy vibe off this guy when I saw him with Clint.
Yeah, and the Buchanans have so many connections, Langston. That judge could have been paid off.
They don't own the justice system.
We're just thinking about you.
Okay, well, think about this. Dorian arranged for a quick adoption. Nobody even knew about it.
Except for Uncle Ray, who filed an injunction to stop the adoption.
Which means that judge or someone in that courthouse is in Buchanan's pocket.
I can't believe this. All I wanted was a connection to my parents. And Clint Buchanan maybe using this to get back at Dorian?
Your sister says you're only in for contempt. Now, the judge will let you out by tomorrow morning.
No. Tomorrow will be too late. My foster daughter, Langston, is about to be dragged out of the country by a man who is claiming to be her uncle.
So I hear.
I have got to stop him. And RJ says that you are an expert at this kind of thing.
What do you want me to do? Bust you out tonight?
I want you to fix it.
What is it you're really asking me to do?
excuse me, could you tell me how Rex Balsam is doing?
Is he here in the ER?
He's in surgery right now, but maybe you could check on him for me.
Are you a family member?
No, but
I can't tell you anything, Dan. I'm sorry.
A guy named Rex Balsam was shot. He's in surgery.
Do they think he's going to make it?
I have no idea.
Anything on the suspect?
Yeah, a guy named Brodie Lovett. We have him in custody.
What about the kid?
my source says Levitt picked him up.
All right, everybody out.
You
know what? When we're ready to have a press briefing, you all will be the first to know. Thank you. Did you see a kid in here about 10 years old, dark blonde hair?
Oh, yes, sir, I did. Just a little while ago, he was asking for Lovett.
Dad?
I thought I could make up for what I did to you.
What you did to me?
Why won't you leave me alone? I had no choice. I thought you were going to kill me.
Who's gonna kill you? Dad, it's Shane. I'm your son.
You're not my son.
You know what I don't understand is why didn't she suggest that the two of you run away together?
I don't know.
I can't stand this.
Maybe she didn't want to ask me to leave my dad.
Yeah, well, maybe that's really your decision, isn't it?
I guess she didn't want to put me in that position.
No, Jared. I don't think Natalie thought for 1 second what this would do to you. When she treats you like garbage and she calls it love.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Jared, you don't deserve this at all. But to be honest with you, I'm not really surprised.
Why?
Well, Natalie, it's complicated. She's never really known what true love is, and that's why it's never really worked out with her and any other man, you know? And you can't really blame her. She's had Roxy for a role model. It's kind of always been about her, you know? It's like she's starring in her own movie and we're all just extras. And she doesn't really care about what anyone...
Enough, okay? Watch your damn mouth.
Yeah, give it to her!
Listen, you listen to me. It's one thing for you to commiserate with me or to analyze why Natalie did this. But you're not going to trash her to me, okay? You're never going to do that again.
Why would Clint Buchanan use me to get back at Dorian?
Well, because he knows that you're practically like Dorian's child. And he knows how much Dorian cares about her children.
Yeah, she's right, Langston. Clint Buchanan, he's desperate to get back at Dorian.
Maybe he found out that I was looking for my relative. Maybe that's how he got on to Uncle Ray. I keep feeling like I made this happen.
No, there's nothing wrong with wanting a connection to your folks.
Langston, I totally get you wanting that connection. I did some really stupid things because I wanted the same thing.
This is a good thing, don't you see? You out Clint Buchanan for his role in this, and you don't have to leave anymore.
Cole, I really appreciate you coming over here and telling me this. And I really want to believe that this means that I don't have to go to South America. But
what?
But the judge still said that Uncle Ray is my legal guardian. So what difference does any of this make? Who's to stop him from dragging me to wherever he wants me to go?
I admire your directness, Mr. McNaughton.
It's more like confusion. I really don't know what it is that you want.
All right, I'll keep it simple for you. I've got a problem. A big problem. And it's a lot bigger than the fact that I've been unfairly tossed in this jail.
Okay.
There is an evil man. He's calling himself Ray Montez, and he's convinced everybody that he's a blood relative of my foster daughter, Langston's. He stopped my adoption of her, and he managed to get himself declared her legal guardian, and now his intention is to take her to Colombia.
And how does the kid feel about this?
She is horrified. And I want to stop this deviant from taking her out of the United States of America.
Come on. You must know how to work the system. You have enough cash to hire a fancy lawyer. You don't need me.
No. Mr. McNaughton, I think I need you very much.
You still haven't told me for what?
I think you're wrong, Lang. Knowing that Clint Buchanan is behind your Uncle Ray makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it does. Because now Aunt Dorian can really do something about it. She can drag Ray to court and prove that the whole thing was a setup.
Yeah, Langston, this is huge.
Huge.
That's right, but we can't waste any time. Your Uncle Ray is going to be banging on the door first thing tomorrow morning.
Marco's right. You need to fight. And you need to fight now. And you need to fight just as dirty as Clint Buchanan is.
Sounds like I need to talk to Dorian.
Well, yeah, I mean, she did write the book on how to play dirty.
She is kind of like my mom now.
Exactly. Now let's keep it that way.
Sorry, sir. I must have slipped away while I was dealing with those reporters.
Oh, he must have slipped away.
Well, those reporters were firing questions at me.
You know, the hell with the reporters. I called in a report on that kid. He was at the scene of a shooting. You know what? You decide to play to the cameras again? I will take that badge.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Please just go away and leave me alone.
No, I won't leave you. I'm your son. Dad, it's Shane. I'm your son. You know that.
Go away!
Dad, no, Dad, no.
Pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. You found him? My baby, you found him.
Yeah, he's sitting right here behind me.
Thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Where was he?
He was down in the jail cells. He was visiting with Brodie. I had a feeling that's where he'd be.
I was thinking that too.
He's sure not stupid. He was able to get down to the cells without much of a problem, really.
Did Brodie hurt him?
No, I just upset him, that's all. Any word on Balsam?
No, nothing.
Do you want Shane down there at the hospital with you?
Marcy would probably stay with him if I asked her to, but I don't want him to see the house like Brodie left it.
Right, we'll be right there.
What did you do to my dad? He was saying all kinds of wacky stuff.
He's confused right now. He's really hurting.
Because he was a Moor?
Yeah. Yeah, come on now. Let's go see your mom.
I want to stay for my dad. I'm afraid he's going to hurt himself or something.
Look, you don't have to worry about him, okay? Because I have a doctor coming who specializes in cases like his. He's on his way right now.
A doctor's coming. You're positive.
I am.
I hope Dad's going to be okay.
So do I. Come on. Your mom needs you.
Jared, I love my sister. I was not trashing her.
Look, I'm sorry.
Oh, crap. No, it's okay. That came out wrong. I didn't mean it that way. It's just... I'm just so sad about the way she's handled this. I wish she had handled it with, I don't know, a little bit more compassion.
Yeah, I shouldn't take it out on you. I'm a little stressed out.
No.
And I took it out on you, and it's not fair.
What? Don't apologize to her!
You know, I'm sorry, too. It might have sounded that I was being critical about Natalie. It's just, I look at you, and I can see how badly you're hurt, you know?
Yeah, well, it'll be okay. Sorry I lost it.
No, Jared, don't go. I started it. I'm not angry with you at all.
It's okay. I know we're both really worried.
Definitely. You know, I guess the only reason that I talk about Natalie is I can see that she's always on your mind. And it's nice to have someone to talk to. You know, I put Bree to bed at night and I kind of feel a little bit lost. I just don't want to be alone. We need to speak to the commissioner.
He's tied up.
Okay, well, we need to see my aunt. Her name is Dorian Lord.
A judge threw in you for contempt.
Totally unfairly.
Yeah, we have something really important to tell her.
Sorry, visiting hours are over.
I've already tried the court system, Mr. McNaughton. That's how I ended up in jail.
It's time for lockdown. Get moving.
Oh, come on. A couple of more minutes. My friend here is very lonely.
Like I care.
Come on. Have a heart.
2 minutes.
quite the gentleman, huh?
My foster daughter Langston's custody has been awarded to a man who is pretending to be a relative because in our court system, blood trumps love.
Yeah, I get that. But what is it you want me to do?
Isn't it obvious? I need you to protect my daughter from a criminal.
How? What do you want me to do? Hide her?
Actually, I was hoping you could come up with a more permanent solution.
Please stay.
Jessica, I'm really
Jared, we don't have to talk about Natalie, okay? We don't have to talk at all. You know, we can just watch TV. Hey? Here we go.
As outside the LPD, here's Tabitha Baker with the latest story.
Thanks, Jim. We have confirmation of a shooting at Lantana Mountain earlier today. Police department officials confirmed that Landview resident Rex Balsam was shot by Lieutenant Brodie Lovett.
What?
Mr. Balsam is reported to be in critical condition. He's currently undergoing surgery at Landview Hospital.
Rex! Oh my God. Rex!
Excuse me. My name is Cole Thornhart. All right, my guardian is Nora Hannon, the DA.
So?
Okay, well, I'm also friends with Detective John McBain.
And I'm really attached to my job, which is why I'm not going to be breaking any rules for a bunch of rich kids.
I mean, what is your deal?
Cole, calm down. Look, is there any way at least just one of us could go?
Seriously, dude, you have got to let us talk to her.
Seriously, dude. Whatever this is, it's going to have to wait till tomorrow.
Damn.
All right, well, maybe I could get myself arrested.
I was just thinking the same thing. What?
That's one way to get down there, right?
Yeah. No. I'm not spending what might be my last night here in Landview without my friends.
This is not going to be your last night. You've got to believe that.
Okay, I'll try.
Let's get out of here, huh?
Well, we better go too.
Cole, wait. I just really want to thank you for being so amazing about everything. I mean, I know how much it means to Langston.
I didn't just do it for her. Did it for you too.
Lieutenant Lovett is being held here pending arraignment. He's a decorated Navy.
God, Rex, please, you gotta be okay, please. Rex, please, okay?
Before moving to Landview last spring. The hospital hasn't released any further information on Mr. Balsam's condition since he went into surgery. Mr. Balsam was in Landview
Natalie.
as
She's got to get down to the hospital.
Jared, how can you call Natalie when you don't know where she is?
Right. For a second, I almost forgot.
You know, it's a shame that we don't know where she is because her and Rex are really close. You know, she would be devastated if she found this out.
Baby. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Don't you ever do that to me again, you hear me?
I just wanted to see my dad, and he wouldn't take me. I just wanted to be with my dad.
Please, you gotta let me out of here. Please, you gotta let me out of here. I gotta go see Rex. Is something wrong, Maddie? Tess, please let me go see Rex in the hospital. I swear to God, I won't tell anybody that you're testing. I just need to go and see him, and then you can bring me right back here. Please, Tess, I just need to see him for a little while. No. Tess, please. Please, he's my brother. Does that not mean anything to you?
Of course it means something to me. I'm not that hard-boiled. I can't let you leave, Maddie.
Tess, please. He's dying. I may never see him. And imagine, you know, after the tragic news about Rex gets around, won't everybody be a little shocked and disgusted that you didn't come to see the guy that was pretty
pretty much your beloved brother for most of your life, huh? Huh? But that's the real you anyway, isn't it, Natalie? You only care about yourself. You don't give a damn about anybody else. Otherwise, if you did, you would have ratted out Jared the second you found out that he was Buchanan, huh?
That way no one would have gotten hurt.
We'd still have the company, and I'd still have the love of my life. I'll see you then.
I'm gonna find out how Balsam's doing.
They wouldn't tell me anything because I'm not immediate family.
I'll get him to talk. I gotta call Roxy. You know, I bet this has hit the TV news by now. Probably nobody's called her.
My God, I should have thought of that.
You've got enough on your mind.
Did he say anything on the way up here?
He was real quiet.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know, Brodie's in real bad shape. Doesn't know what he's saying.
And Shane saw him like that?
Yeah, I think that Brodie probably said something about Shane not being his son.
Oh, boy. Okay, I'm on it.
What?
Maybe we should just confront Clip Buchanan ourselves.
Well, I'd be all for it if I thought we'd get anything out of him.
What if we get to Ray? Tell him we know everything.
No, I'm not sure he'd back off no matter what.
Well, we can handle him.
Well, yeah, if it's two of us, sure. Yeah.
Wait, stop. No. Guys, I think you're all amazing for wanting to help me, but I'm not going to do one more thing without talking to Dorian first.
A permanent solution.
And it has to be before tomorrow morning. It's that simple.
You know, once I cross that line, there's no going back.
Don't you understand? I have to stop that deviant from taking my daughter out of the country. Because once he gets hold of her, heaven knows what's going to happen to her, and I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
All right. I know you care about the kid. But why don't you sleep on it, okay? If you feel the same way tomorrow, tell your sister. I'll come back. God!
Dorian will fix this somehow. I have hope now because of you guys. I can't leave you. I mean, look at us, the way we all were tonight, the four of us together again, doing what needs to be done. The Fantastic Four is back. At least for tonight, anyway.
For more than tonight.
Thanks, anyway.
What is it?
The hospital won't tell me a thing. But the TV reporter thinks that Rex is not going to make it.
Oh, my God, Jared.
I got to get to the hospital because maybe Natalie's going to see the news. She's going to show up there, and if she's not there, then Roxy's going to need someone to be with her. So.
Oh, that's so sweet of you to think about that.
You want to come?
No. I can't leave Bree. You know, who's going to look after her? I mean, I can't let Tina do it. She could give her dog food.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll call you. Let you know how Rex is doing.
Great. Thanks. Oh, no. Rex might not make it. And who are you? You can't go to the hospital. There's no one to call. You know, you just can't plan torture like this.
It's not fair that I have to stay here.
Brodie is being taken care of.
He's my dad, and he's all alone.
Shane, I know you love Brodie, but he has some real big problems that he was keeping from us. He shot Rex.
It was an accident.
After I left the house this morning, Brodie tore it all up. And he started drinking. And Marcy came over, and she saw him like that. He knocked her down. And then when he came to pick you up from school, you know why he was doing that? Because he was going to take you away from me.
We were camping. Dad called you and told you that.
Well, if he told you that, then he was lying, because I never got any messages from him.
Probably didn't even check. All you care about is Rex.
Shane, stop! Will you listen to me? Listen to me. I am finally telling you the truth.
What are you talking about?
Brodie is not your father.